Not by our grades, he said to us, but by his grace, God's grace.
Just this year, 2 of our eagles emerged as indeed soaring eagles. They qualified as certified trained pilots in South Africa, and they've also been certified to fly in Nigeria as well.
You want to ask, do we have an aeronautic engineering school in Covenant? No, but there is a spirit of excellence that makes an electrical engineer an aeronautic engineer.
My lectures are very, very much interactive. Our lecturers listen to us. They teach us, but at the same time, we give our own ideas. And even when we write our exams, you are allowed to actually give your examples, talk about things that matter to you, and then still related to what you've been taught in class. Going into the Center for Learning Resources, there are a lot of things that people could make use of. Like me, most of the time, I told you I usually go to the library and I borrow books. I'm a frequent borrower of books. So the library for sociology, there are books that you need. Issues on social psychology, development, culture, sociology of mass communication, culture and communication, different things that have to do with the society. So I could say to a large extent that my sociology section of the library is loaded, and even other parts, philosophy and the rest, and journals too. Right now I'm working on my final year project, so the library is very much loaded.
Of course, we have sports facilities on the ground. Basketball, we have a full sports complex, more like a kind of mini stadium. You can go there. We have a swimming pool as well. So it's not just rules, spirit. You have the opportunity to develop your body as well. And of course, the mental faculties with the library, with internet resources, And if you know how to use the internet well, you can make yourself educated without necessarily going to school. That's what the world is becoming now, a global village. And there are so many resources out there on the internet. So with all of these resources, anyone coming here, having a vision for life, having a direction, would find this place most habitable.
You go to a number of laboratories right now, we have been really dazed to see that there are equipment in our laboratories that are not even found in a number of world-class universities. It's about investing in the tools, for the assignment. And once it is there, the world is not just, the sky is not just the limit, it's the takeoff point.
This university has one of the best set of laboratories in the country today. Other faculty from other universities, when they come to, they come in as a NUC or current visitation. When they see what is on ground, they are marveled. So it's our duty, therefore, to ensure that all this equipment are properly managed and maintained. So we do a lot of training of our technologists to ensure that these machines are well used and well serviced.
When you have a vision, a very compelling one, it is like a magnet that is attracting persons who really are wanting to give their very best to ensuring the actualization of that vision. And another thing that has helped us attract quality faculty is the quality of our programs. The awards, who would not want to be part of a winning team?
All faculty who come into the university without PhD, they are compulsively mandated to register for PhD. And they're sponsored. The university pays their fees. When we started it was mainly in-house, but of recent we have opened it out. So we have a PG program which takes in people on masters and PhD degrees in order to enhance the capacity of staff. The NUC has said that the number of university lecturers are few compared to what is needed. So one of the best things to do is to train your own staff. So so that they can pick it up and move you forward.
One of our colleagues, one of our younger colleagues, Dr. Sherif Folari, he has just evolved and forged a relationship with Ithaca College in the United States through what they call open borders classrooms, in which, through the instrumentality of the internet, he will be teaching students in Ithaca College in New York. And through the same instrumentality, Ithaca College faculty will be teaching students in Covenant University. So you can see that we are really giving a concrete expression to the whole idea of globalization in education. And in this case, as Africans, as Nigerians, we do not just belong to the globalized, we are also part of the globalizing phenomenon.
As we focus more and more on the activities of the research clusters, we are going to have products which will be more impactful worldwide. Because all over the world, world-class universities are known for not just teaching or the quality of their students, but also the quality of the research they produce. Research which is impactful, because anybody who is going to be able to find a definite and simple cure for malaria will have done one big job for mankind, at least for the black man who inhabits most of the tropical areas of the world.
But this does not happen on its own. It is predicated on the quality of faculty that are recruited, and of course what research skills that they have had, their pedigree, and what products they have to show, and what is the currency of also their research efforts. And for us, when we recruit faculty, these are the things that we are looking for.
The university that is just 9 years, we can boast of having 3 patents already there, and then we have a lot more on the way, at least another 7 that is coming. And by the grace of God, before we become 10, by the time we are celebrating the 10th anniversary, we will be having at least 10 patents as credits to Covenant University.
All our programs are fully accredited by the National Universities Commission, Nigeria.
There were some teams from the National Universities Commission that came to Covenant University to carry out an audit of our staff and resources that we had to teach postgraduate students. And we presented 32 programs, and the NUC approved 31 for us. And so we were able to open our doors to the external context, and we've been taking in students from the external context since then.
What does a university offer? Learning, teaching, research, commitment to improving the immediate community. And right now we say Covenant University has added a 4th dimension. The efforts of research should not just end up in bound reports or end up in the drawers of the chests, the chest, but they must be turned out to products. Products also must add value. Value in terms of economic value, value in terms of improving the quality of life, and where it cannot be turned to products, it can also be solutions to improving the human condition. We have our own water treatment plant on campus, and there are restaurants on campus, there are mini-marts. So this is a self-sufficient society.
We've had the privilege of having a very buoyant, parent organization, as we call it, the Living Faith Church, and they have been very good to us this past 9 years. But a child must grow, and we're no longer children at 9. We should be able to walk on our feet. And so this department was set up to ensure that the university can cater for itself necessarily, and ensure that revenue can keep coming in to sustain the growth that the university is still going to encounter in the future. Before we're 10, the prophecy has gone forth. We'll be rated amongst the top in the world, and our finances should also be rated amongst the top in the world, and that's where we're getting to. And I'm sure God will help us to attain that.
We have come beyond just imparting knowledge. we have realized that entrepreneurship education has a greater role to play in making universities, polytechnics, other higher education institutions self-sustaining. First point of call will be our exhibition room, where students' practical products are exhibited for our visitors to see and admire, and if possible buy. This is applique, a student's product, beads, products of student effort. These are fish, smoked fish, fireworks, also efforts from the students. We have gift bags. Also, you can see here flower vases made from beads by our students. Adire, students' practical efforts. These are soap, CEDS liquid soap, a result of students' practical effort. Also, okay, slippers and sandals made from raffia palm. I'm proud to say even now our students have started taking jobs by reason of their knowledge in these fields.
And then, of course, the quality of leadership. You know, in the Chancellor Covenant University, we see every example of a visionary who is living his creed, passionate about the transformation of the black man, the transformation of the African continent, and every inch seeing that the vision is not just preached, but lived. And that message and that gospel of transformation, the gospel that a university can indeed make a difference, a message of hope to a world that is not even sure what exactly is happening with the black man. Looking at every Covenant University graduate, faculty, staff, current students, you see the visionary seeds, which I believe will bear fruits at the end of the day.
You see, Covenant University, as long as the founder lives, and the founder is Jesus Christ, it will operate absolutely, totally, untiringly on its values. Covenant University can be called any name, but its product will distinguish her anywhere.